Hey boys, welcome to some Thursday night rugby league action. It's going to be round 4 of the NRL season. The South Sydney Rabbitohs taking on the Melbourne Storm. Myself, the ODD1X, like I said in our the introduction video discussing, we're going to be doing a co-op series here, playing online. And I am playing as the Melbourne Storm. ODD1X is playing as the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Coming into this game, I mean, the Melbourne Storm, in typical Melbourne Storm fashion, starting the season very strongly, like they always do, very professional, you know, all-round consistent performers, all-round consistent team, really. They've just, year after year, player after player that's exited, there's always been that up-and-coming batch of youngsters that either thrive under the coaching of Bellamy and the superstars around, or they've just, you know, their own talent in their own right. And we look at the flip side, the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Some big changes to the Rabbitohs, and it's been a tough start of the season, I would say. I mean, Latrell Mitchell, a fullback, is yet to really develop. Cam Murray on the edge is a bit of a work in progress as well, but they are stacked to the brim with talent as well. You know, a good young forward pack, strike out wide, good halves. So it's gonna be a tough game. And Melbourne Storm with the first set of 6 of this game. It's gonna get back to Cam Munster to put in the first. Decent field position and a decent bomb going up at Campbell Graham. Probably the one winger you don't really want to be kicking to. Very tall, athletic winger, not too troubled under the high ball. And what just a little tidbit here. So the camera zoom in here, we worked it out. I don't know if this was happening to the ODD1X as much as it was with me, but because I think this is the reason I play on a different camera angle than he was. I think it's game as a beautiful play here. Cameron Murray, I think it was, who was that? Might have been Liam Knight. Back to Damien Cook. Already the early ascendancy with the Rabbitohs. Good ball out from Cody Walker, but he gets knocked down from a bit of a loose ball at the line. Bit unlucky. Could have been ruled either way as Tui Kamakamitha straight through. But that was a 50-50 play for sure. Could have been ruled a knock on by us, but no challenge called. So play on. You know, a free-flowing game is a good game in my opinion, and we're not going to discuss the captain challenge too much in this one. But yeah, you want it free-flowing. It's a great offload there. Cam Smith now through the gap, winding back the clock with some pace there to get into the backfield. Fourth play, Cameron Munster looking to put in a good little kick in the corner, but the wind is just going to push it out. That was it was a good attempt. Execution obviously poor, but I knew Mitchell was up in the line. He made the tackle. Into touch in the 10 meters would have been nice, or if it stayed in the field of play would have been ideal. Just a little bit too much heat on the kick there, unfortunately, because it was good plan, just execution. But you know, they're the type of stuff on the fly you want. You know, Cameron Munster, he's an ad-lib player. He sees what's in front of him, doesn't second guess himself. He goes for what's there. It's Cody Walker looking oh so dangerous. What has happened there? He's gone for I think he tried to pass that back, and it got ricocheted off one of the Storm trailing back. So again, a little fortuitous for the Storm early on. The Rabbitohs have made a couple of clean line breaks. But yeah, just on the camera angle stuff, I think it's either the second game or the third game where I changed to the camera settings that the ODD1X has, and it fixes that zoom in, because it's pretty tough to play on defense with it zoomed in that far. I was finding it pretty difficult. So it does get sorted out. That's the only thing I'll say. So yeah, that's the only little inside baseball type action for you. So 20 minutes into the game, it's going to be Munster again putting up a bomb. Midfield bomb, doesn't really get too much on it, but he gets knocked down from apparently knock on from Campbell Graham. So Marian Seve scoops it up and makes some good ground. Again, a little fortuitous. Could have 50-50 call again. We did go for the bat down, but obviously touched Campbell Graham's hand in the process, giving us a 6 tackles. So Cam Smith, our dummy half, crabbing crossfield, beautiful ball. Munster, beautiful hands across the line, but it's good work. Campbell Graham, he just held off. I thought we were in for sure there. It was good play along the back line, but he read it well. But a switch of play, Marion Seve, the powerhouse. Got 2 powerhouses in this team. Seve and Olam, absolute monsters. And this time, just a nice little switch of play. I knew, a little bit of, little unorthodox. I knew they just made tackles there. Campbell Graham has been in the thick of action recently. A little fatigued and able just to burst through. I think he might have been going back on side, as well as Cameron Smith makes a great kick from the left-hand touchline. I think that's going to be pretty crucial. I don't think there's going to be high-scoring matches in these, so need to make those 4 points into 6, and that was a tough kick. But we've shaped it back nicely. So a good start to this match, honestly. Both teams playing pretty well. Defense, a few line breaks, a few missed tackles here and there, but offensively, both teams looking threatening. As Kamikamitha just, again, he's been rock solid. We do have a pretty strong bench. Solomona is back. Big Tino on the bench. So we got a massive bench. Brandon Smith, the X Factor, is back from injury as well. As this one, it gets again, a little fortuitous. We tried a little inside play. I think my play was tackled without the ball regardless. So, it's one of those things. As right here, this... So this is one of many that may happen in this series where just randomly it sort of glitches out like that. It's not a huge deal because it never really affects it. It wastes a tackle for sure, but it doesn't affect it too much. So just get ready for it. It doesn't happen all the time, but every so often in the games you'll see that happen. So I don't know why. We don't know why it happened, but no, not a huge deal. There's a beautiful ball there, Ryan Pappenhausen. The X Factor at the back, turned back on the inside. The gap was there for the taking, but just closed in the nick of time. As again, the bombing yet to Campbell Graham. Again, just thwarted there. I mean, we should be kicking to Vunivalu's wing for sure. Adokar, I mean, he's an athlete. Super quick, but in the air, you definitely favour the big Fijian in Vunivalu is Thomas Burgess makes some good meters up the ground there. So half or 35 minutes into the game here, the Rabbitohs yet to post points, but a beautiful ball onto Jimmy the Jet Roberts, and he is going to get to the try line there. That was a fantastic face ball. Hit the line with speed, perfect timing on it, and I think it was Justin Olam, his opposing centre, just turned his shoulders in slightly, watching Cody Walker, and really good setup play because for the first 20-30 minutes, Cody Walker has been showing and going, a lot of dummies, so Olam just turned in slightly, ready for Cody Walker to take the line on, but he just beautiful flat ball across the face to Roberts and straight through the gap. So yeah, good play. And unfortunately our fullback was out of action. So as soon as Roberts got into the backfield past that front line, we're in a lot of strife as Cameron Smith is going to get proceedings underway. So a 6-all scoreline at the moment. Definitely need to just stop the little flux of momentum here. We've definitely hit a snag, but I mean, pretty even contest. I don't think any side at the moment has really looked far superior. So a 6-all scoreline I think is pretty fitting for the game. We just cannot let a score happen at the stroke of half time here. As Burgess going to take that one, and it looks like the Rabbitohs are probably just going to go into half time a little bit. Not trying to risk it, I should say. Not going for a Hail Mary on halftime because you don't want to, definitely don't want to be gifting us an opportunity. But Tommy Burgess does make a little line break here, gets the pass back to Mark Nichols. Is going to go to ground though, so a little bit of excitement right at the end there. But 6-all, both teams playing pretty well, honestly. First game of this online series is turning into quite the exciting game, honestly. Both teams looking good, as unfortunately, because I put the freaking players back for the kick, I forgot that you have to switch it, because the halftime they stay like that. So Alex Johnson straight through now, the super sub on it, probably a running lock type of role, just a little bit of X factor around the middle of the field, which is always dangerous. So we got to come out strong here. I mean, again, anyone's ball game at the moment is Adam Reynolds there going towards the line. The halves, very nippy, looking to exploit their pace, especially Walker. He's definitely been the threat. I think Burgess has been the Rabbitohs' premium forward at the moment, and Walker has definitely been the most attacking and dangerous player for the Rabbits. Haven't seen too much of Cook, as Vunivalu there gets through of a tackle as well. Going to make very good ground after the kick. So, good defensive set. We get to go start our set of 6 in pretty good field position here. And for us, probably, I mean, Tui Kamitha was very solid in that first half of footy. Had a good stint. And outside backs, I mean, you got to give it to Marion Seve. He was outstanding. As Felice Kafusi straight through, he had the support there, but probably doing the right thing, just going to ground. There were Rabbitohs in support, in defence, as Cameron Munster now straight through, gets the offload back to Big Nelson, Asafa Solomona. Looking to, I was going to look to go left here, but Cameron Smith out of dummy half. I tried to put in the kick. It just didn't register, dude. I think I just waited a little bit too long and the tackle happened. I was trying to put in a little chip for the winger, as Jaden Sewer now straight through. He beats Ryan Pappenhausen as well. Thankfully, Jerome Hughes is able to scramble back and make the tackle. But both teams, it's not a grindy type game, even though it's still only 6-all. Goal line defense has been rock solid, but making territory very comfortably is a beautiful ball there. Who was that? Dane Gagai in off his wing that time in front of James Roberts. Just hit that hard angle back against the grain, as Roberts gets caught there. A bit of a wasted tackle. Fourth play now, back to Jaden Sewer, who was come out like an absolute monster in the second half. Obviously a very talented and an explosive player for sure defensively, and he's got a bit of skill with ball in hand. As the kick goes up, it's gotta be Campbell Graham, dude. We gave him, we gave him enough practice in that first half. It's a well placed bomb, gives Campbell Graham a great just free run to the footy up against, I think it was Adokar, trying to get above him, and just timed his run to perfection. Felice Kafusi doesn't really help out at all. He just stood there like a freaking stunned mullet. So yeah, Campbell Graham gets one back. He had a up and down first half. Probably more ups and downs. Obviously that one missed tackle for the try to Save, but other than that he was rock solid. And the one drop bomb which led to the set of 6, but caught everything else, made good ground. So he's been a good performer so far for the Rabbits. And Adam Reynolds is not going to make a mistake. It looked for a second he might have shaved the right uppost there, but thankfully thankfully for him, he does just shave it through. So 12-6. I mean, don't need to feel the pressure yet. I mean, it's the Melbourne Storm here. They're a professional side. They've been in this position before. You just got to stay calm and collected. You're going to get the opportunities. We're going to get the opportunities. Junior Totola, he is a weapon in this game. He just barges off. Who was that? I think Jesse Bromwich got embarrassed right there. As Cody Walker again to the line, shows and goes. Ryan Pappenhausen gets the tackle on, but he gets the offload to Ethan Lowe. So the Rabbitohs looking for back-to-back tries here, which would be devastating. Alex Johnson straight through, but he stops for the line. I don't know what happened there, dude. I honestly don't. I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but he's gifted a certain 4-pointer away, and then I don't know what on earth has happened in that kick. They've got the ball back. It's 5th tackle. It might have been a bit of lag. Well, it was lag that play before with the Johnston run. It might have been a bit of lag because I know like the connection for me was very good, but I think on the ODD1X's screen, I think my players might be lagging around a little bit. He said it at certain points, so the connection honestly pretty rock solid. The games were very smooth, but might be a little lag here and there, but nothing to really affect the game. So we're still in the contest. There's a long ball. What is that pass, dude? That's that right there, that's un-Melbourne Storm-like play. I mean, the pass may have been on. We did have some numbers. The Rabbitohs defense was a little short, but it was a bit of a shocker from, who was it, Kafusi or Bromwich? As right here, it's going to go out to Cody Walker, sliding in for the try. They shot us for numbers. I wasn't really, who raced up there? I think it was it Justin Olam? I think it was Olam raced up and just left a huge opening, and the winger didn't jam in with us. They were just sort of all out of sorts. The center pushed in, the winger stayed out on his wing opponent, and it just left a huge yawning gap for Cody Walker. Probably a fairly deserving try for the South Sydney Rabbitohs 5'8". He has been excellent. He's caused all sorts of trouble around the middle of the field, just taking the line on against the big boys, getting a little tired as who was that, Saleh makes another clean line break. Just the defensive play with the Storm forwards a little bit weak, honestly, a little bit disappointing. I was hoping for a little bit more mongrel, a little bit more fight in the second half. We were looking good, but just, you know, a few missed tackles, just getting bumped off a little bit too easy for my liking, and it's disappointing because I thought second half, we were going to come out and really turn it on because we had a strong bench. We had Smith, Solomona, Tino, all coming on. Is right here. He's going to get a 6 to go. The pass gets knocked down from one of our Storm defenders, so that's not good news at all as Cody Walker crabs across field looking for a support, takes it himself. So the game is slipping away. 10 minutes, under 10 minutes now. It's a beautiful ball there. Cameron Murray gets held up though. Who was that? Who made the tackle? I think it might have been Eisenhuth on the field, but that was a great ball from Reynolds to hit Cameron Murray. Obviously very good footwork, very quick, mobile forward, and you know, I think he is he's a better footy player in the middle of the field, but out on the edge is right here again. I think this is the second. Yeah, it's happened again where the glitch happens again. Thankfully, it doesn't really affect the play. It just wastes a tackle, which does affect the play, but it's not too bad. As Cody Walker nowhere really to go there. It's going to be fifth and last here. 7 minutes to go. It's going to go back to Reynolds to put up a bomb again. This one, it's looking pretty good. It's just, I was worried for a second. Campbell Graham, he had the running on Adokar again, and I thought it was going to bounce in the field of play for a potential Campbell Graham double off a bomb, but it just hits the outside of the touch line. So get a little lucky there, but 16-6. Unfortunately, this game looks like it's dead and buried for us. Hopefully, we can finish strongly. But it looks like the Storm are gonna suffer their first defeat of the season, and the Rabbitohs looking like a threat now. You know, things are starting to gel a little bit more. Is Jerome Hughes, nice little play to Cameron Smith, and gets the offload. Nice play there, but it gets knocked down, but then he throws the offload. I don't think he realized he had the footy. And we're going to get a 6 to go, which, yeah, is it a little bit of karma? Probably, because I think we deserve to have the 6 to go regardless, as Justin Olam. He's the one player I would have loved to have got involved a bit more in this match. He's an absolute X factor. Just haven't really got him the ball as much as I would like. Is going to be a couple more tackles before the end of the game here. Jerome Hughes back to Dale Finucane, onto Solomona, onto Munster. Beautiful offload there, and Marian Save is going to score a little consolation try on the stroke of full time. You know, a little bit more of that, a little bit more hard running, and then just shifting it left to some dangerous outside backs would have gone a long way. But you know, a good match. Honestly, a very, very competitive first match here. I think, yeah, we do miss the kick, a bit of a shank there, but yeah, props to the ODD1X and the South Sydney Rabbitohs, who are triumphant in this match. Honestly, could have gone either way. A couple of moments in the second half just sort of shifted the tide, shifted the momentum, and on the back of that, it was enough to see the Rabbitohs to victory. So 16 points to 10. Cody Walker, probably a fitting man of the match there. Hopefully, guys are going to enjoy the series. It's a lot of fun to do, and stay tuned for Friday's match, Saturday's match, and Sunday's match to come. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.